Well, I just wanted to make a brief comment about cellular manufacturing. We looked at two extremes for layouts, two common extremes, but extremes nonetheless. Process layouts for job shops and batch flow operations. Product layouts for flow shops, both the repetitive operations and continuous flow operations. And clearly, the process layout, that's going to be much more flexible than a product layout, but the product layout tends to be much more efficient. So that's why, for high volume, low variety products, where we know exactly what we're going to be making and we can fine tune the production process to making those products, we're going to go with a product layout. Whereas if we make lots of different stuff and we need to be more flexible in responding to customer demands, we need to go with a process layout. So it's going to be a little less efficient, more flexible. This is going to be much more efficient and less flexible. And there's another approach which tries to combine the best of both the process layout and the product layout, and that's called the cellular layout. What a cellular layout does is tries to identify a group of not exactly the same but similar products and put together a manufacturing cell, which is sort of like a very small process layout, sort of like a small isolated factory in and of itself, where the flow is not linear like in a product layout, but the cell is small enough that there's much less movement here than there would be than if we had this place organized as a process layout. So the idea being that we find the machines and people necessary to make a group of similar but not identical products and put all those people and machines together in a small area in the factory and have that part of the factory just making those few related but not identical products, and that area of the factory is referred to as a manufacturing cell. So in this example here, I've got one high volume product going through a product layout, an assembly line here, and I've got some moderate volume, moderate variety products going through a manufacturing cell here. So a cellular layout is sort of a combination, trying to take the best of both from a process layout and product layout. It's generally not going to be as efficient as a product layout and not as flexible as a process layout. It's sort of in between both of those extremes.